Friday. He's going to fill a similar role to you when you started out of the bullpen. First and foremost, what's your general excitement level for a guy like that?
Yeah, coming up and being around Bubba after I came back from Tommy John, being with him through low A or double A and triple A, like it's cool to see guys ascend into the pitchers that they aspire to be. I think that in that situation there's a lot of emotions. There was for me, but ultimately it's just about the opportunity, and I fully expect Bubba to be confident in that and excel in that role, knowing that the end goal is to be a starting pitcher. Getting your feet wet and getting up here and competing at a really high level, just doing things you know how to do. Like I've talked about it many times before, just getting outs and not counting outs. We've talked about that as an organization, and he's an extreme competitor. He did the same type of stuff that I grew up doing, playing football and baseball and any other sport you can get your hands on. And what that boils down to is just really enjoying to compete, and he'll excel in any opportunity he has to do that.
Do you think he can benefit from that approach of coming up as a bulk reliever and then kind of just working his way into maybe more starting opportunities?
Yeah, I mean, I think that I've had conversations with a couple of guys in here. Like, for me, I can't speak for Bubba specifically, but for me, I think it made me a better pitcher, and will continue to make me a better pitcher because it's different. You grow up doing one thing your entire life, and the game kind of falls into some sort of just monotony, and having something like that where you come in, you're forced to be in a different role, something that's unfamiliar. You respond one of two ways, and you either compete your tail off or you don't. And knowing Bubba, knowing the person that he is, he's an unbelievable competitor, and I have no doubt in my mind that it'll be good for him. Granted, nobody's path has been linear to the big leagues, and everybody's path has been different. Fortunately, we have a relationship where I'm excited to be able to be somebody he can lean on through that transition, knowing that his situation is a lot different than mine was. But just in terms of amending your routine into being something that can work out of the bullpen for however many times it is out of the bullpen. I doubt it's going to be very many, but it's definitely an adjustment. And one thing that for me really helped was leaning on the guys around me, and Bubba does a really good job of that, has since I met him. And it's certainly going to be different, but I have no doubt in my mind that he's going to be really daggone good.
This is something that Bubba's been excited for a long time. So how exciting is it for you, just as his friend, to see him get this opportunity?
Yeah, I think that not just me, but everybody in this clubhouse is excited to see him. We saw what he was doing at the beginning of the year, and even through now, there's still he's still Bubba, and I just think that you fall into a routine of just expecting somebody to be as good as he is, and so you're not really surprised whenever he does do the things that he does. But I'm excited to see him get up to the big leagues and dominate these hitters like he did, like he has done through his entire minor league career.
Braxton, is there a feeling of kind of like the gang's all here? You, Paul, getting Bubba here, and it's probably another piece of it, maybe Harrington. What's it feel like having more and more young guys, young power arms on here?
Yeah, I mean, I think through the last couple springs and through the last couple of years, we've all kind of leaned on each other to help each other with the way that we pitch, the way we go about our work, and just how to be professional baseball players. And so yeah, it's fun to see everybody kind of get here to the big leagues for the most part, excluding a few guys for now. But yeah, it's a cool thing to be able to step into a clubhouse knowing you're going to be with guys that have helped you get to this point directly, and just excited to see what next year and the following years after that have to bring to us and to Pittsburgh.
Thanks, Braxton.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.